Well, good morning, everybody. It's Big Dave here in the Mad Rock Night Furniture Studios in Sherman. Of course, yesterday I was out at the Bob Skaggs Memorial Food Drive for day number one. This morning, I gave that job to Zach Grantham from Katy Country, and so I'm going to bring him up on screen. He's actually live there at Walmart at Highway 75 and 82. And Zach, man, I've been sitting here in the studio listening to you, and you challenged the local law enforcement people, and boy, they came out in droves because apparently the Grayson County Sheriff's Office came by with their annual donation, and then you and I think it was Brandy from Monarch Hospice called out the rest of the police departments, and next thing you know, you're getting text messages.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens when you're involved with the Texoma Back to Batch Foundation. But no, it's been awesome, Dave. Seriously, it's gone by so fast over the past couple of hours because there's been so many folks that have come out and donated. Like you said, the Grayson County Sheriff's Office came by and they had a ton of non-perishable food items. And then the Grayson County Law Enforcement Agency, they came out and donated $500. And then, like you were saying, Brandy with Monarch Hospice, she mentioned something about the Sherman Police Department. And then I said, well, I imagine Chief Gudgel with the Denison Police Department's listening right now. And then he texted me and he said, I heard you call me out over the radio. I'm on my way. So the department showed up with a whole bunch of canned food items, and so it's just been tremendous. But Dave, we've had a lot of listeners come by and donate. It's been incredible. And I will say this: I don't think I've ever had a period in just a short amount of time working the food drive for the 7 years that I've done it, where it just was like another donation, another donation, another donation. And they've just been sizable donations. We've had kids come out here and donate. We had a kid named Jaden came out here and donated $20 of his allowance money. We've just had nonstop donations over the past several hours here. So we got a lot of momentum for day number 2.
Yeah, we started out pretty well. I was very pleasantly surprised yesterday. Because every year we start this and we don't know, what kind of response we're going to get from the community. But again, they proved that they are very giving yesterday, and the momentum continues from what I hear today. And I heard you tell the story about our friends at Progress Rail. They came by with and they were like, we only got $750, and you guys were like, only $750. That's $750. That's going to go a huge way to help out with the food drive.
So if nobody's familiar with what Progress Rail normally does, they bring by trailer fulls of non-perishable food items, just canned green beans, corn. It's just unbelievable what they do. And this woman, she was just the sweetest woman ever. And Jamie Skaggs and I went over and talked to her, and she says, hey, look, we weren't able to collect canned good items this year, but and we were only able to raise $750. And when she said it, Jamie, like, $750, that's amazing. And their expectations are just so high over there at Progress Rail for wanting to be a part of the community. It was incredible. But, Dave, you know how it is with the food drive, and you've done this more than I have. You always start to hear rumors about other people and organizations that are going to drop by. I heard there was a $1,000 check that was written yesterday on the spot out here at the food drive. We have well over $1,200 donated up on our website. So, we have a ton of momentum, and we're not even halfway through day number 2.
Yeah, the online donations is super helpful this year for a lot of folks who maybe can't make it out to Walmart there at Highway 75 and 82 this year. They either don't feel comfortable or they're just not going to make it out there. They can just go online to any of our websites and make a donation. It's very, very simple. And as you said, over $1,200, it looks like $1,238 has been raised online from what I see here. We've had a little over $150 donated anonymously just recently. I heard you talking on the air a little while ago. Margaret Johnston made a donation. Judy, Justin, Tanner, another anonymous donation, Robbie. So several people going online and taking advantage of those online donations. But again, we're at $1,238 as of right now from what I see on there. Oh, and it looks like right now we've got Jennifer Flanagan says that she's going to be over there soon with a donation. So that's very cool. And Shane here apparently, it looks like, dropped off some stuff yesterday to Killian from The Rock Show. Very cool. Thank you so much, Shane. Appreciate your donations there for that. But you're going to be out there till what, about noon today, and then Alan Fremont from our sister station KLAK takes over from there, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm here till 11 to noon, something like that. I have no idea, but
it goes by.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Yeah, it's gone by very, very quickly, and it's just one of those things, Dave. That it's uh, I actually, what's funny is we have a backlog right now of the combos that Tyson provides for us.
Yeah.
We have so many full combos right now. We need somebody with a forklift. But no, Walmart, they're bringing their forklifts and stuff up here. But you should have seen it earlier, Dave. They brought all the forklifts out here, and it was almost like they were doing like a skating rink, routine out here in front, all moving these things around. And I'm just like, gosh. And
Synchronized. Is that a new Olympic sport? Synchronized forklifts? Is that?
Need to do it here in Texoma. That will be our next fundraising effort for a local nonprofit organization. But yeah, and then I asked to drive it, and they said absolutely not. Yeah, which is very smart on their part. They must have heard of my days back when I used to be a grocery worker in high school. But yeah, it's fantastic, Dave, and I really do think that the Texoma community once again is going to come through, and I really do feel like we're going to break another record this year. I think a lot of people know what we're up against with what's been going on the last several months, and so they want to make sure that their neighbors and the cool thing is this stays right here in Grayson County. This is folks that we go to church with, we go to school with, that we see at the grocery store with on a daily basis. And Major Tex and I, we were talking earlier, and I just love the fact, Dave, and you know this too, that they help people get back up on their feet. It's not one of those things where they're just, they're supplying and supplying and supplying. They're wanting to make sure these people get back on their feet. And you see many, many folks that come by each and every year that say, hey, the Salvation Army of Grayson County helped me out when I was in need. And now I'm bringing a grocery cart full of stuff to be able to give back for them helping me or my family out over the last several years. So that's really, really cool to hear those stories.
Awesome. So, well, we'll let you get back to it. I know you got to get back on the air here in just a minute, but anything we haven't talked, I heard you talking about McGruff being like 8 feet tall this year.
I don't know what happened with McGruff, but apparently McGruff has been eating plenty of dog food during the lockdown because McGruff was like, I swear, 8 feet tall. Or maybe I'm shrinking. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm 4'8" on a good day. McGruff, I swear, was 6'7". And maybe McGruff's always been like that, and I just never noticed it. But for some reason this year, McGruff was really, really tall. But Sheriff Tom Watt, he looked just as beautiful as ever. He's like George Strait, and whiskey gets better with age.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate all the donations from all of our loyal listeners. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, again, we'll be set up out there at Walmart at 75 and 82 through 8 p.m. tonight. Again, from 6 a.m. To noon tomorrow. And again, you can go by and make your donation of canned goods, anything maybe you have in your cabinet or your pantry. You want to go ahead and do that. Or if you're going into Walmart and you're buying a few items, buy a few extra items and take that by to the volunteers there. You can also make that online donation. Again, over $1,200 already raised online, and we'd like to get up to $2,000 or more in the next couple of hours. That would be fantastic, but it's going to take a lot of donations and a lot of folks to make that happen. So help us out with that as we have day number 2 here of our 24th annual Bob Skaggs Memorial Food Drive. I want to say big thanks as well to our sponsors, Tyson Foods and Lankford Roofing as well. So we'll see you guys later.